I'm gonna do this because
Oh, look at that.
it makes me look a little bit better.
I can hand you stuff.
It's all right. It is what it is.
Oh, I think we're live. Good morning.
We are live. Oh, Sasquatch over there going into the pantry. He's looking for food.
What are you going to eat? Oh, that was... Wow.
Not food.
Wow, he's a little cranky.
He flipped us off.
Well, I wouldn't knit him a hat this winter, I'll tell you that much.
Well, this hat's not going to be for him.
I'm just saying, I'm not sure I would knit one of them at all this season. That was mean. I didn't do anything.
You know what he requested just the other day?
No.
A headband. He wants a headband.
Does he think it's 1980?
I'm thinking
ears.
I'm thinking maybe I should make him leg warmers too and headbands.
and wrists. Do you need some neon colors? I have some.
Oh my God, that'd be fantastic, right? The
Hi,
80s,
Nancy.
The 80s called,
and
they want Sasquatch back.
No, you know what you have to learn to do? You have to learn your double knitting and do a Sasquatch in it.
Oh my God.
Headband.
Oh,
yeah.
I am so making him a Sasquatch hat. That is just all there is to it.
Right.
That's all. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be in double knitting or not. I think it just color work.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, there's that too.
Leah, is there a Sasquatch pattern?
I bet you she can make
Help me find it. Yeah. Speaking of Leah, yesterday she butt dialed me. Oh my God, it was fantastic. I have no idea where they were at.
Was she not at the retreat?
No, I don't think. No,
she wasn't teaching.
No, because Brenton was there and the girls. So I think maybe they were out to eat or something, and maybe she was putting her phone back in her purse or bag or something, and just dialed me, and I did this kind of covertly. I just kept going, Leah, and then I listened for a while. I'm like, Leah, thinking maybe she'll hear my voice and realize something is awry, but no. And so then I just was like trying to figure out where they were, what they were doing, because Brenton and Leah are talking and the girls are screaming at them in the background. And
maybe they were in the car. That's funny.
I don't know if they were in their living room or at a restaurant or where they were, but yeah, I'd like to say that I spoke with Leah, but I didn't. So Leah, if you're seeing this, you butt dialed me the other day, yesterday. And, I don't know where you were, but it was you and Brenton and all the girls. So
there's 6 people watching, so that's good.
Yeah, sorry we were late. We had another friend show up this morning, and so we really just got to gabbing. So, and obviously, I took a snapshot of you and threw it up on Instagram late.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check it out. What was I doing?
Sitting over there, looking something up on your phone. I went, yeah,
I was probably looking at a book.
I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, we're gonna be late.
Hi, Diana. Good morning.
Hi.
She's in South Carolina. I'm a Gamecock, by the way. Go Cox.
South Carolina and California.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You know, opposite ends. We get it.
So, can I share my stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm kind of all over the place. So I finished my cowl. I showed you guys last week, but I actually finished it.
Finished it.
And so check this out.
Look it. So cool.
Look at that.
So super cool.
So this was made with a spun right round yarn. And the pattern is the
flat.
Yes. And the pattern is Volcano Trail by Maxim CYR. I don't know how to say that last name, but that's whose pattern I used. It's super easy and it knits up fast. And is
it worsted weight or
DK?
DK. Okay, cool.
And let's see, I learned to do the whip stitch, the mattress stitch, and the duplicate stitch. Right? And so awesome. So
learning new stuff.
Yes. So I'm going to stay on the spun right round kick. I don't think I showed these last week. If I did, sorry. So I ordered, because I love this yarn so much, I went ahead and I ordered her winter colorways in DK weight. It was, a surprise. So this is what was sent, which is awesome. I might make a couple more of these. The cowl is really a lot of fun. Hi,
and
Karen.
like you said, you can put it up like a little snoot or something, tuck your...
For when it's like below zero here.
Freezing cold.
I have to take Mika out, and she loves the cold. So I can be like this.
Yeah.
And it'll be just
put
fine.
your jacket over the top of it, then you're good. It's like a hat and a cowl all in one.
Then I think I told you guys last week I wanted to do gnomes. So I bought the gnome pattern for, she's laughing at me. I'm all over the place. So Deb hasn't been here.
She's like squirrel. This is squirrel today.
Yeah. So I bought the pattern. The first clue drops December 1st, and I bought the yarn, right? And so I went ahead and I went with our favorite leading man. So my gnome will be made out of these colors. Miss Karen, there's some cool blue here because, of course, why would I pick another color? So you guys will start seeing that in December. And then, okay, so now I'm really off my rocker.
She is off her rocker, but it's okay. It's a rocker
it's fun.
It's a fun rocker. It's a fun rocker to be on.
So guys,
y'all need to befriend her on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah.
Colleen_Rose.
No,
is that what you are now?
I think I changed it to Colleen.pav or Colleen Pav. Find her, you'll find me. So I'm not on social media a whole lot. And then I made the mistake of checking it the other day, and I came across the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted. And I forgot about this from last year. I didn't participate, but this year I'm participating. So last week I asked, I forget who it was, but I said, hey, I would like woolberry yarn or a homespun house.
Because you had never used those, and you were like,
yeah,
I'd love to try them.
Yep, exactly. And I said, any color but blue. I have more shades of blue. Let me try something new.
Something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, a week later, this showed up in my mail, right? It's woolberry in this awesome, like deep Cabernet kind of color. It's called Winter Cocktail. It's a sock set. I was like, fabulous. Well, you know what? I'm going to pay it forward. And so I opened up my Instagram profile to be public, which I never do. So that's why you can find me. By
the way, you can also just hit up Flock Around the Table for the same thing, because I think the Flock is going to open up. I'm going to open up my room for the same purpose.
I was going to ask what you wanted, or if you wanted me to just do it all for you. And
no, the Flock can participate in this.
So we're going to do Get Your Yarns Wish Granted. I'm going to grant 10. I think I have already 3 people that I'm granting their wishes. So if you put your wish on my site or on my Instagram thingy, and if I can grant it, I'll let you know. And then you have about, I think I said 48 hours to give me your details. And I'm going to go ahead and ship everything next weekend. Because I'm going to add a little something. But I want to go ahead and offer that to you guys as well.
Flock is going to do the same thing. We'll grant 10 wishes. If we have it, we'll send it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so
we have an extensive stash.
Yeah. So I'm on this kick of trying to get stuff out of my house. And then I had forgotten that I bought more yarn that's coming because it's Christmas time. So it's perfect timing. So I'm just going to, give the yarn a new home. Mm-hmm. And hopefully somebody will do something good with it. I have all kinds of different yarns, and they're all pretty nice. It's just, you know what? Maybe I don't love it anymore, or maybe I just don't know what I'm going to make with it. But maybe somebody else can love it. And
it's,
pay it forward.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So the Flock will do the same thing. And Miss Karen, hello. Karen's on.
I know, Karen. Hello, Karen. Karen was supposed to be here today, and she texted us this morning and said, I'm making noodles instead. I said, all right, noodles are really good. Karen's noodles are fabulous, by the way.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
I just had some rotisserie chicken with Karen's noodles.
Oh, you know what? I got my first Advent skein this week for my socks, self-striping.
Oh, yeah.
I opened it because you know what? I grabbed it before John got home, and I opened it because I wanted to see what the colors look like. No, well, I'm going to give it to him to wind for me and stuff, but I really wanted the heel, toes, and cuffs so I can start either the cuff or the toes, probably the toes. Because John, when he gets a hold of it, he won't let me have any of it, so I have to do the toes and a stripe on the first day. And that's a lot. Especially if I have to do a gnome.
Right.
And he wants his socks done. So,
Yeah. Do you have other socks started for him?
oh yeah, you guys want to see it?
Oh.
I think I showed them last
Oh
week,
yeah.
but I'll show you.
Those are for him.
Yeah, these are for him.
I gotcha. Yeah. And then she was like, what color should I do the heels?
Yeah, so these are John socks. I have to do about another inch. I didn't knit on them, and I'll tell you why I didn't knit on them this week, because I'm all over the place. And this is whimsical color, I believe. But this is signature. Super easy. It's from the UK. But let me tell you, the reason why I didn't knit on his socks this week is because I started to crochet last week. Guys.
She is obsessed.
Guys. Okay, so.
I think it's the crochet that's got you so wound up.
It is. Look at this. All in a week. For me.
And work and.
Yeah. I mean, considering I don't have a whole heck of a lot of
16
time.
animals at your house to care for.
So, and it's so fun.
And you finished that too.
Yeah, yes, I did a lot. Like
See?
I said,
Holy
I've been doing a
buckets.
lot.
She did way more than me.
Yeah. And so the crochet kind of has me going because it's super easy. And I think I can use up a bunch of yarn so I can buy more yarn. I mean, this is what it's about, right? Buy more yarn.
Buy more yarn.
Right. I'm going to a yarn thing today.
We are going to a yarn thing today.
Yep. Oh, and I got
I just think this is.
By the way, I've started calling these wands. This is a wand. So crochet is with one wand. Knitting is with two wands.
But look at this is I'm proud.
It's not perfect, but
I'm a proud little mama.
She should be. I took a picture. Was that Friday night?
Yeah.
And I was like, something doesn't look right. And Susan,
I looked and I'm like, yeah, it's not right. You need to go back a whole row. And I'm sure she was at the time probably going, oh, row, like I don't want to.
No, I was like, it'll be
when
fast.
It's knitting and you do a whole row, it's like, oh, then you have to pick up stitches and all that. No, not with crochet. It's so much more.
So I'm all over the place.
Easy. Mm-hmm. She is kind of all over the place. I guess I'm kind of all over the place too.
Yeah, you are. You've got this hat going.
I've got this hat going that I am picking up the stitches now on my provisional cast on. It's my pattern. Yeah, isn't it fun? It's fun speckly.
I have never knit with fiber
seed.
See, guys, I even had half calf today. This isn't even like fully caffeinated.
Well, you had a cup of fully caffeinated here.
Yeah, but I usually have fully calf and then more fully calf and then I'm fine. But now I'm just like.
So I originally did. I have knit this hat up once, and then I sent it to my daughter to have pictures done because her head looks better than my head, and she proceeded to lose the hat before she took any pictures. So hence the pattern is not. It's not out there.
It's not tested.
It's not out there in the ethers for anybody to be able to do except myself. So I'm knitting it again. And she's shaking her head like, what are you doing? This will be folded over and it will be the brim. But in the meantime, I'm picking up stitches.
So you know what I would have done? I would have knit, 5 inches, folded it over, whip stitched it. Yeah. Kind of like, actually, exactly like what I did here.
Yep. Nope.
Right? Look at how easy that was.
Yep. I know. Nope. That's not how I wrote the pattern up. So I'm doing it exactly the way I did the pattern. And the Etsy shop is just absolutely going bonkers.
Show your stuff. I like your ducks last week. Crazy
bonkers. Yeah, I've sold a bunch of the ducks, which is a great thing. I ran out of these guys and then got more. I replenished. So they are back up again. I also so everybody loves the sugar cookie snowflakes.
Yeah.
So I got sugar cookie trees.
Oh.
They are up now too. But y'all, these are just too precious.
What else do
they're teeny tiny little kittens, and you can customize them any way you want to. But that's a 3-pack. It's black, teal, and white, and they are just.
I love them.
Tiny. Teeny tiny.
They're perfect. My kitties aren't that small anymore.
And I will have...
Oh, I love these. Guys, you better hurry up and place your orders because I'm here and I can place my orders as soon as we're done.
I will have...
This is fun.
They're not up yet, but they will be up as soon as I can get photos taken and put into Etsy. But these cute little polar bears, they're like baby polar bears.
Oh, they're sweet.
And then, y'all, these were so cool. These gradient Christmas trees.
So Samantha, I'm
gradient.
on gradient.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Aren't they cool?
They are cool.
They're not on Etsy yet, but they will be soon.
Samantha, my Instagram is colleen.pav. So just find me and you should be good to go. You can also do
Evidently you were naughty sometime recently because
Instagram,
her last post is something like really ridiculous. Like Instagram is saying she's naughty.
Well, you know what happened? I was trying to grant somebody's wish, and I said, "Would you like fingering weight?" And then that's when it banned me, and I'm like, "Talking yarn." I talk yarn, dude. Rowing cats and dogs. That's it.
That's it.
If you also do a search on "Get Your Yarn Wish Granted" #first, it'll probably pop up there as well. So anyway. I'll be looking for you, Samantha.
Or go on to Flock Around the Table. And I don't have a post up yet. And maybe I will, maybe I won't. But you can just DM me there. Yeah.
Thanks. I finished the cowl yesterday. I'm excited. You have no idea how excited I even washed it.
Washed it, blocked it.
Oh, and you know what else, guys? Do you remember probably, I don't know, when did we start this podcast? 3 years ago?
The beginning of close to the beginning of the pandemic.
So I had my 10-stitch blanket that I was working on. I finally said I'm done, right? Like Karen had given me so much crazy yarn. It's amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. I finished. I said it's a lot blanket. I'm done. And I went and I got some fabric. And Miss Marcia is going to block it, wash the fabric. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to wash it or not, so I didn't. And then she's going to tack it for me and put it together. And my blanket is done. So it's officially off my needles. Do you know how relieving that is? I mean, it's just
awesome.
Like, wow.
So she gets done with one blanket, so we start another. But that's the way it works.
But this is fast.
It's really fast. You'll be amazed once you find the way that you want to hold your yarn and tension your yarn and feel more comfortable with it, how much quicker. Well, and then your hand will also go through a period of adjustment. So where your hand starts to hurt, like within the first 5-10 minutes, because you're doing something different.
So I think I figured out the tension a little bit better yesterday.
I kept sending her like snippets of different ways that other people were holding their yarn, because I'm like, dude, I've never seen that before. How the hell did and she, one of them, she's like, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of thought you might. You never know.
So like, I'm a self-taught knitter. So when I knit, I have a very weird way of holding my tension. Like I would never teach somebody to knit because I am a self-taught knitter, because I can't tell you how to tension it properly. I just know it works for me, and it took me years and years to get there. And so I could appreciate now trying to figure out.
Everybody is that way, though. You know.
Well, some people are like, well, you have to weave it through your fingers. And I'm like, psh.
No, you don't.
I don't. It's just like we were talking about last week. When I do color work, I am fast and I drop them.
She drops hers.
That's the only time I'm fast.
And like when I'm knitting, I wrap it around my hand.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I have the yarn literally wrapped around my hand. But when I'm crocheting, I literally
dropped a stitch.
I know, I saw it. I literally only have it over my finger. So it's like, it's whatever you're comfortable with. Literally.
So what are you guys doing today? Anything fun?
Yeah.
Karen's making noodles.
Yeah. And you and I are going to go over to
one of the local bookstores is having a fiber day, I guess.
a stitch day.
A stitch day. So we're going to go. There is another knitter podcaster called The Drunk Knitter. She's local here. So I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Yeah.
She seems super cool and down to earth. And,
right.
She just released a cardigan pattern last week. That looks really cool.
Nancy's son is visiting.
Oh,
nice. Nice.
Are you giving him some chores to do?
I would. Clean out the basement, would you? The garage.
Yeah, or like when I go to visit my mom, I'm like, all right, what do you need done, Mom? You need light bulbs changed, or I don't want you on a ladder. So, but Nancy, have fun with your son. Enjoy those times. That's good. Oh, look at this. This is kind of
nice. It's even more purpley in the center.
Yeah,
awesome.
Oh, I'm excited.
With big black specks.
Yeah, I might use this on a blanket. I don't know.
Or make some socks with it.
Yeah, I might make socks. I don't know.
It is
socks.
Woolberry.
Mm-hmm. Woolberry.
I have all kinds of yarn in my room.
I know you do.
I'm not a huge.
She
already did. Good.
See, Nancy.
I'm not a huge shopper. But maybe it's because my house has become the gathering place, which I totally love. My house is built for gathering, and I love having people over and whatnot. But I tend, and I have an exclusive yarn room.
Mm-hmm. I do too. It's my office.
So maybe that's why people just bring their yarn over and put it in my room.
Well, but sometimes, like I know if I see a yarn,
that's okay.
Like if I see a yarn and I think of Sue, I'm going to buy it and give it to her. Karen, if I see a yarn, well, actually, if I see a yarn that I like, I'll buy two.
You buy two, one for you and one for Karen.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have lots of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I do have lots of yarn.
Karen, you know what? I need to finish that stupid scarf. Zigzag.
Oh, the zigzag.
I hate that scarf. I just need to finish it. I only have like that much left.
Oh yeah.
And I need.
Can you just be done with it now and call it a short scarf?
No.
Wear it with a pin?
No. No, because I need. It's a big gradient, right? Okay. And so I'm getting to this neon green, and I need to finish it.
Okay.
But I hate it. I don't even know what it is about. Because it looks super cool.
It does look cool.
And I hate it.
I think you'll be happy once you can power through that.
I'll never make another one again. Karen, how many have you made? Like a half a dozen? Oh, I think she's made like 6.
Oh,
and she just sits down and whips them out, and there you go. Sue, I haven't forgotten.
Skinny yarn. I'll get it. See, more yarn. More yarn comes to my house. It's okay.
Oh, hey, Carly.
Hey, from up there in Michigan.
Carly, I can't wait to hear about your fiber retreat and your time with your mom. I think that's special that you were able to do that with her.
Mm-hmm. Carly right now is up at the Sleeping Bear Fiber retreat up in northern Michigan with her mom. Mm-hmm. Leah and I were there last year. And Karen. It's a fabulous retreat.
Did you pick up anything good? We like to see good stuff. Carly always has some good finds.
I ended up getting that pink and green gradient set that I ended up doing the orgasm with last year up there at the retreat from one of the vendors.
So that reminds me. So last night when I was squirreling all over the place, I pulled out all my yarn, right, because I'm trying to grant some wishes. And I found 3 skeins that will go together. They're Madeline Tosh fingering weight, just 100% wool, no nylon. And I think 2 of them I have gotten from our holiday parties.
Yeah.
So one is the green speckly one. Remember that one a couple of years ago? We kept stealing it, and I finally got it. And then Karen had one that was neon rainbow. And then I found a pink one. And they all go together. I mean, it's wicked bright. I don't know what I would do with it, but they all match. So I'm trying to think of something fun to do with that. They remind me of Deb, but I won't give it to Deb because she'll probably hand it right back to me.
Right. Yeah. That's the one thing that of our friends too, we are continually like rotating yarn.
She got yarn called a struggle bus. That's awesome.
I love the struggle bus. That's great. Oh yeah, I'm on a struggle bus right now. Basically the Etsy shop is I'm totally grateful. 100% grateful, but it's keeping me busy at the moment. So
I can stuff envelopes for you. I can't make your stuff.
I had to text Sharon and see if she couldn't find me some more thank you cards.
Oh.
I went over to the dollar store over here and they didn't have any. They didn't have any. And I have said a million times that every order is going to have a thank you card in it. Y'all. They might start going on the invoice.
You can make one. And
I know that's, it's appropriate. It's okay.
You could print some and cut them out.
I could, but it's not the same.
No, it's not.
It's not the same. So,
oh, look at that.
And I'd rather give you guys the 25% off of the product than because, yeah.
I'll keep my eyes
out. I'm sorry, but thank you cards are stupid expensive.
Cards are expensive right now.
It's ridiculous.
People don't get Christmas cards from Colleen and John.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just crazy. And I'm just looking for these, little 3x5 thank you cards. And I'm like, what if I'm online. I'm like, well, what if I buy in bulk? What if I want 500 of them? And then it's like, oh, it's $150. I'm like, F you.
That's a lot. Wow.
No, I'm not going to spend that much on thank you cards. Oh, so yeah. And I just can't get them from Temu. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Nope. Well, I'll keep my eyes out as I go.
I'm glad you said that you'd be fine with a note on the invoice because it's getting to the point where I'm almost. We do have our friend Sharon who, she's constantly going to the Goodwills and whatnot, and even on my email confirmation of your order, it says, "Don't be surprised if you get a happy birthday card for a thank you card because we repurpose cards." And I think Sharon has. The last time she brought me a bag, she has people that work at the Goodwill that literally pull cards aside for her.
Oh, wow.
And she brought me this huge bag of cards. Now, this was probably 6 months ago or so. And I think she thought I would be fine for a year or something, but I'm almost out. So, yeah. And I had a bunch of these little Christmas ones that had dogs in like a sleigh, and it said something about Perfect or something. I don't know. It was very cutesy with dogs on it. So I was trying to hold out on using those only were the ones where they're buying a stitch marker that had a dog on it.
Yeah.
Because if you're a cat person, you don't really want to get a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're gone.
Wow. Well,
so you might have gotten a paw one, and I hope you like dogs.
I love dogs, but you don't need to send me cards.
I have a few that are leaning a little bit more on the religious side.
This might be
Is that yours?
This is my crochet.
Oh, that's
pattern.
Sorry.
You can play with it, but I just need it back.
Yeah, I have some that are a little more Christmassy, faith-based, and not just Santa Claus.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's. I'm busy with the shop.
Wow.
I am.
Oh yeah, I want to stuff envelopes. I could do that now.
You want to stuff envelopes?
Yeah. I can help you put orders together. I just don't know how to make them. Yeah. But I can say, oh, you ordered a Christmas tree. You go in this envelope.
They go inside. Yeah, I'm particular. Like
you told me to crochet in an afternoon. Surely I can figure this out. Are your cards blank inside?
Some of them are. Some of them aren't. Come on, Karen. They're just all over the place.
Oh, hey, Carly. Oh, you probably can't see this because you're driving, but Carly, here's my corner to corner.
Look at it.
Look at
She's
it.
awesome. Oh my gosh, it's so great. It is so great.
This dark
doing
side
so
is
good.
fun. These dark arts, I love them.
They're wands.
They're wands, Carly. I absolutely love it. I went and bought a new wand. And I bought two in case I didn't like one. So I had another one. So I found a pretty good wand. And I already want to change colors. Oh, okay, mom's driving. Yeah. Okay, so Carly, I can't wait to see you. I'll show you. My tension is getting better. So this blanket will be like Colleen's crochet journey.
Yeah.
Right? Like from I don't know what the heck I'm doing to I'm starting to figure
it's
it out.
looking a little bit more like real crochet.
Yeah. And so
not just knots together.
Well, yeah, because I was like, this looks like knots. Are you sure this is right? So,
yep.
But you can see the
little stair step.
Yeah, they're starting to look like somewhat of boxes. They're not real boxy, but maybe it won't be boxy. Maybe it'll get there. I don't know. I'm not gonna stress about it, but I might switch yarns here because I want to do a different color.
Yeah, and you don't need to worry so much about weaving in ends in crochet, and especially this blanket. Tie the sucker in a knot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Tie it in a knot. You're never gonna feel the knot. You're never gonna see the knot.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because so last week I said I want to go start from red and go through the rainbow. And now I'm like, yeah, no, let's just change colors.
Yes, that shit will block out. And you can also it will block out. You can also just hide your ends in as you crochet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But so now I'm thinking maybe more random will be better.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because this is a big block of red.
It is, but you can just cut one red and put in a different color.
I'm going to.
Yeah. For sure. For sure, dude. I know. I'm sitting there.
I'm looking at her corner to corner, by the way.
It's killing me that corner to corner is sitting over there on my kitchen island. And I'm thinking, I could just do another blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I have two corner to corners in my living room right now.
Thanks, Samantha.
One with just scrappy yarn and the other one with, what is it called? Crazy yarn.
Mm-hmm. I have crazy yarn.
Yeah.
Karen gave me crazy yarn. Be careful. She's watching. She'll probably give you some crazy yarn.
She gave me a ton of crazy yarn before. I swear to you, Karen.
Karen, we need to come over one day and see your stash. I would love to see it.
I don't think she has much. I think she keeps giving it away.
Does she?
I think so.
Well, that's good. Yeah, we're in a giving spirit.
We're in the giving spirit too.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm going to go through my closet next.
Yeah. What's your yarn wish? Just send it to us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, you could use your Once Gain Wonders for all kinds of stuff. So this cowl, Carly, actually the pattern calls for fingering held double. So you could use some pretty cool Once Gain Wonders and put together a really cool cowl and be done.
Fiddle bits.
Yeah, or fiddle bits, yeah.
Make it. Yeah. Hold two fiddle bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we mean by fiddle bits, just your ends and pieces that you can't get rid of. You don't throw away, you keep, because heaven forbid we waste anything. We don't. We keep it.
Yeah, which is kind of fun with this yarn giveaway, this yarn wish. People are saying that they just want scraps and little stuff that's left over because they're making memory blankets or whatnot. And if you guys have seen those are those small squares.
Well, and that was why I brought it up to them last week. I'm going to bring it up to you guys. What do you think it would be weird for me to send like mini skeins with a stitch marker order?
I think it'd be cool.
And she said, as long as you tagged it so you knew what it was.
Mm-hmm. Right, because what if they want to go buy it?
Well, true, but like I probably have stuff that you can't get anymore.
Then you say this is from Sue's stash,
right? I have some stuff that I don't know what it is because it was given to me and there was no tag.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm doing this headband, or I'm trying to do this headband with one that I swear there's Angora or
maybe
mink or something in it. It is stupid soft. but it was wound up.
Oh.
Also, I will also take all the crazy yarn. Yeah.
Crazy yarn is great.
Crazy yarn is great.
Oh.
Oh, you're going to make your own advent with minis.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I like Renee's. My best guess is this yarn is.
Yeah, right.
Good.
I think
we could just make up colorways.
Yeah. So, I mean, a good majority of them I do know because, I still have the tags on them. But there are some that have been gifted and whatnot or they just end up flying into my room somehow with nothing on them. And I don't know. Because people know I don't particularly care, especially if I'm making a blanket or whatnot. As long as the weight is fine, I'm good.
You asked for pink yarn for your pink blanket.
Exactly.
Lo and behold.
Exactly.
That's right. I gave you a bunch of pink yarn.
Yeah, you gave me a bunch of pink. Everybody gave me a bunch of pink yarn. And yeah.
If you want red yarn, that comes from Sharon.
No, it doesn't.
She hates red yarn. She cuts it out.
She does. Well, when it comes to the crazy yarn, yeah, she did cut it out. I don't have much red yarn.
I have more than I thought. Probably because I never use it. That's why I started with it. I was like, let me start with some colors that I don't work with a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't have much red.
Because none of us knit with red. None of us buy it. Who knits with red that you know? Karen and I are blues and grays. Marsha's gray. You're pink.
I'm pink.
Carly's pink.
Deb's purple.
Sharon's the anti-red.
Sharon's anti-red. Anything but red. That's why we were tripping out when she made somebody a red hat or something. We were like, red? You did red? What? Yeah.
Like, I like this shade of red. This is more like a Cabernet color. Then this looks more orangey to me. Yeah. I don't like that red. But whatever.
But when you put them both together, it
looks pretty cool.
Pretty interesting.
So you know what else I'm going to do because I'm in a giving mood. You guys have to watch this years ago. So my friend from high school lives in the UK now. And so she's coming back to New Jersey around Christmas time. And she's a knitter and we have our friendship socks that are going back and forth. I knit an inch, she knits an inch. I knit an inch, she knits an inch. And so now that I'm not going to Europe all the time, I just send it to her when she's in the States. I send it to her mom's house.
Yeah.
Right. So these will be hands down the most expensive socks ever.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're super cool. But anyway, told her, I said, hey, look, I'm going through my yarn. I have some that I think of you and I'm going to put together a package for you. So when you get to your mom's, you have something to knit and then you can knit it on the plane back. What do you want to knit? And she's like, just completely surprised me. But what she asked for today, she goes, something that's simple and easy to memorize. So last year I had sent her yarn and needles and the Musselburgh pattern. So now,
totally. Yeah.
So now I'm wondering if you guys have anything else, something similar that's easy to do that you can zone out on a plane, like no cables. I mean, she can do all that, but right now that's what she's looking for is something
super simple.
Yeah. And I mean, you can't go wrong with the Musselburgh hat. I was trying to think of another pattern.
What about the cowl that twists? You and I have done it several times.
Oh yeah, the Volkig. That I was thinking the Volkig. I think.
Yeah, how
Martina
Bem.
It? That's actually what I was thinking of this morning. So that if it's free, if you do Martina Bem Volkig, it's Wolkig. It means cloudy in German,
and it twists.
It's free and it's a 9-stitch repeat. And I think the hardest part is they're like a purl 3 together or something weird like that. But once you get your repeat, you're good to go. And it like she's saying, it twists. It's hands down my favorite cowl. So Carly, for one of your,
it like squishes
like clouds.
Ah, it's awesome.
So Carly, for your One Skate Wonders, look up that pattern and grab your favorite skein of yarn and make that. It'll take a while because it's fingering weight on small needles, but it is hands down my favorite cowl. It fits just perfect and you can just pull it up right over your nose and it stays. It's not like, you can't make it like this.
No, you can't do that.
But it's awesome.
The first one that I did, I put in like 2 more repeats and it's big.
Oh yeah.
But still, it's kind of cool. It's fun. It's a fun one to do. Yeah.
Oh, my first Musselburgh was in self-striping, and I made it too small, so I gave it to my friend's kid. But yeah, so I came across a self-striping, an old Advent skein that I was going to do that with in my squirreliness yesterday. I got a lot of shit done yesterday. I mean, to get all this done, to sit there and do all that sewing and actually get it done.
You stayed still long enough to do that, and you were given the opportunity from all of your animals to sit still and do that long enough.
Yeah, so I worked out in the morning, so I think that helped. So I didn't work out this morning because I woke up and I was like, wow, we have all this stuff to do today. So I'll work out this evening. I sat at the kitchen table, right? So lots of times I knit or crochet on the couch, and then I get a golden retriever and a kitty and a Charlie.
And a squirrel. No squirrels live in her house. No squirrels live in her house.
No, they wouldn't make it. And then I sat at the table, and lo and behold, no one bothered me. I think Mika was by my feet. Charlie went to his crate, and the cats were like, "Oh, I'm sleeping here." But I had the room to get stuff done, or they may have just sensed the energy, and they're like, "Let's just leave her alone."
I don't know. There was no food, but you were at the food place.
I was. Well, I don't feed them. People, we don't feed them.
No, I know, but you were at your food place.
That's true. So maybe they
don't give people food. So leave her alone for now.
So more about my squirrelness. I took Mika for a walk on Friday. We went to Eagle Creek, which is a local park. And I looked at the map and I said, that's where I'm going. I'm taking this trail. Long story short, I kept walking in circles and I was like, what the heck? Right? Like, I'm walking in circles and this is really weird. It's not, where am I? Right? Eventually, I got back. I wasn't gone that long. It's not like I was totally lost, but I wasn't where I thought I was supposed to be.
Yeah, right.
But the moral of the story is, no wonder John worries about me when I go out hiking, because I was aiming for a 1 mile fitness trail and couldn't find it and went down some 2 mile in a circle trail, which was fine. Mika doesn't care. You can walk back and forth. She does not care.
No, it's cool. She's out there.
Yeah. So John pulled up my route on Strava and he just started laughing. He's like, yeah, you were way off from where you were supposed to be. Did you not know that? I said, no.
Nope, I didn't. I
figured worst cases I would call you and describe what I saw and you would tell me how to get home.
You don't have your find your phone thing on your phones?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could.
He could have found your phone.
Yeah. I mean, let's be fair. When I go to Eagle Creek, I'm on the water, rowing back and forth, not walking around in the trees and stuff.
Yeah.
So, so now we say that's part of the reason why the dogs follow me around so much, because they're like, look at her. She can't even go on a 1 mile loop. How do you not have any self-striping yarn? I can send you some half balls if you reach out to me and send me your stuff if you'd like that. As I have some left over from a bunch of socks that I've knit. My favorite self-striping dyers are the Cozy Knitter in Canada, Night Owl Fibers, the Wool Baron, she's in Canada. And who is our friend over in Illinois?
Brendan Heather.
Oh, yeah, Brendan Heather.
Heather, Bob, B-A-H.
That goes without saying. Like, were you not in my head?
They do gradient stripes.
Yeah, they do gradient stripes. And their fiber is like a workhorse. It's great. Who did the mocha? The Freckled Whimsy.
Freckled Whimsy also has pretty.
Yeah, so those are my favorite self-striping yarns. You can look them all up.
The one in Canada, what's her name?
Cozy Knitter.
The Cozy Knitter. Mm-hmm. She has some incredibly fun colors.
Yes.
You wouldn't think that they would go together, and then they go together. And you're like, how does that work? And it works perfectly.
It's the Cozy Knitter, the Wool Baron, and there's somebody else up in Canada. Give me a minute. Oh, look, there I am.
Oh, yeah. She's on Instagram.
There's another dyer I like. Give me a minute. I'll see if I can find it.
She's looking, and I'm pulling off a provisional cast on to pick up stitches. It's the most ridiculous thing, guys.
It'll come to me
after we're done here.
Yeah. Yeah. Reach out to me. I'll find it for you and send it to you.
But some of them some of the colors that they put together, I'm just like,
yeah.
But I noticed that when we did our Corona cowl, that I would do helical knitting on that.
Give me a pen. I'm gonna make a note. I'll make a note.
I would do helical knitting, and I would be like, let's put this color, and this color together, thinking that's not going to work really good.
Mud Punch yarns. She's out of Canada too, and she has wacky colors, but it's amazing.
But they work.
They work.
What was the other? Oh, cat head fibers. Is it cat head fibers? I think something like that.
So hopefully that gives you something to look at.
Mud Punch.
Mud Punch, yeah, she's good. But Ba, you can't beat Ba.
No.
That's Brenda and Heather. No, so you're right. We did the helical knitting and we did the mica cowls. I wore one of my old scrappy cowls the other day and I looked at it and I was like, my goodness, I have forgotten how much I just enjoyed sitting there knitting.
Yeah.
To just watch the colorways.
They just, yeah.
Yeah. It's enjoyable. But I'm like, how many more cows do I need? Evidently a lot, because that's what's on my mind right now. And so I'm going to make a lot of cows.
Hold double, get rid of more yarn, use more yarn.
So I can buy more yarn. I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Right? So I really want to show you guys my advent skein that I got, but I probably shouldn't do that.
Let's wait until at least December.
Fine.
All right. Well, I think
have
we squirreled enough for the day?
Yep. You guys have any questions?
Sorry, I didn't even get dressed for you guys today. I was.
I did. I took a shower. I brushed my hair. I styled it. I tried to anyway, and put some mascara on.
I put a bandana around my hair.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to get dressed.
We have stuff to do. I have stuff to do today. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, we do. We got stuff to do. Send us DM us for your yarn wishes and yeah. We'll take care of yous.
We will.
All right.
See you guys. Have a good week.
Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna write down all of the self-stripers.